Hi everybody, it's Dave, Dave's Garage, 249. Hey, it's been a while, but it's that time of year where we slow down on models. But the 57 Chevy Gasser project, I got the body stripped and the front end stripped, everything cleaned up, and probably even did a little bit better job prepping for this. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different because I don't have a lot of the Tamiya red left in the can. So I am going to shoot some Tamiya flat white. I've got the can good and hot. Let's go ahead and put some on. Start out with just kind of a mist. And then let it tack up a minute. All right, now that it's had time to tack up for a few minutes, let's even it up a little bit. And I think that's about as white as I want it. Maybe a little bit on the front. There we go. You can see that once it gets wet, it wants to gather around sharp corners. So that's when you start seeing that happen, it's time to quit. For me, anyways. So, anyways, on to the next thing. So while we're waiting for that Tamiya flat white to cure up a little bit, here's a little project I got on the bench, which shoved out of the way models. This is a Rochester 3.2 barrel setup for a 65 Pontiac GTO, and I'm just going through and clean and rebuild, fresh this, fresh that, clean everything up, make it look a little bit pretty. And I found a couple of issues with these carbs, which might have been causing the owner some problems. So lots of gaskets. And then over here I've got a Holley 600. This is a vacuum secondary 600 CFM carburetor, and I'm going to put this on my brother's Camaro at some point in time. He might like this carburetor a lot better. So this is center carburetor, and this has the power valve. It has the accelerator pump circuit, all the stuff, and idle in the throttle body. And then these two outboard carburetors, they mechanically open. They have their own accelerator pumps, but they don't have power valves, but they do have jets. But so that's one goes in front and one goes behind the center carburetor. So basically, tuning these, there's a couple little tricks, but it's mostly you just set the idle off the center carburetor, and the linkage should have these two closed. But if you get it a little over rich, for some reason it just wants to be rich, which you might have if you have a lower vacuum camshaft, then you would maybe crack one of these back open just a hair and just lean the mixture out a little bit with some air. So now we'll do the flip front end in the white. And that should be it. Should be a pretty close match to the body. Looks like it just needs a little bit, maybe another light coat. Okay, so that matches up pretty good. So the next thing will be, we'll start with the red. All right, it's been a good 20 minutes or so. I'm going to add some extra light. Let's see what happens when we get this red over this white. I'm sure it's going to be a much brighter red. Oh yeah. Okay, we're going to let her tack up a minute and then put a next coat on. All right, let's get going. Start slowing down and getting some wet paint on it. And now we'll take a closer look and see if we got any light spots or dark spots or anything. I think we can do a little more right in there.